Witam Państwa serdecznie. Wracamy do studia. Kolejnym punktem naszego programu jest panel dyskusyjny prowadzony przez profesor Dorotę Piotrowską pod tytułem Wydział z perspektywy uczelni zagranicznych. Jak wiemy, współpraca międzynarodowa jest bardzo ważnym elementem rozwoju Wydziału. Ja chciałam tylko dodać, że studenci z naszego Wydziału co roku mogą wyjechać na co najmniej semestr na uczelnie zagraniczne. Niektórzy także korzystają z praktyk zagranicznych. Sama z takich praktyk korzystałam, byłam w Hiszpanii, bardzo serdecznie polecam. Dodam jeszcze, że nasz wydział był dwukrotnie liderem mobilności na Politechnice Łódzkiej, a teraz chciałabym serdecznie powitać panią profesor Dorotę Piotrowską i jej gości. Teraz posłuchajmy, jak wygląda wydział z perspektywy zaproszonych uczelni zagranicznych.
Dziękuję bardzo. Hello everyone, good morning, greetings from Poland. Welcome to our panel session devoted to the international perspective of our activity of Faculty of Management and Production Engineering. Today I have a great pleasure to lead this session together with Dr. Sebastian Bakalarczyk and Dr. Dagna Siuda. We are very much involved. We are very keen on developing these international relationships, and today we would like to share our experiences in this field. As I mentioned, such anniversary couldn't be done without mentioning such important aspect of our everyday activity, international activity of our faculty. So. This is one of the leading faculties, not only at our university level, but also at the national level. And let us now see some numbers because, well, I think numbers speak best for themselves. Yes, we will launch the presentation right now. And yes, thank you very much. Yes, before we share different experiences, different points of view from the perspective of our strategic partners, let me show some numbers. As far as the number of cooperation agreements is concerned for this faculty, it's more than 300. So you can see that's really impressive. Also, a number of foreign incoming students is the highest at the university level. As far as the international students are concerned, we have more or less every year more than 200 students incoming, but the impressive number of full-time students, I mean more than 100. Well, the most popular countries from which foreign students come to our university is France, Portugal, Spain, and Ukraine. We offer about 12 double degrees, 12 double diplomas. So our students can get within the time of study more than 1 degree, and we offer 12 possibilities. Number of outgoing students every year, it's more or less 60, and our students usually choose France, Portugal, Spain, and the south of Europe. Okay, and as I mentioned at the beginning, we have more than 300 agreements signed with different universities on different levels, but we have also some strategic partners. We cooperate very closely on the everyday basis, doing together research, exchanging students, exchanging academic staff. So you can see those logo, and the number of these strategic partnerships is also very impressive. As I mentioned before, we offer double degrees with many universities that are these are outstanding universities from France, from Germany, and also from Russia. And this activity, international activity of the faculty, but also of a university, of course, has been recognized by many accrediting boards and many prestigious institutions. You can see here European University Association evaluation program. We've been awarded this label last year. And the next one, the French one, this is Haut Conseil d'évaluation des recherches de l'enseignement supérieur. This is the French accreditation. We are very proud of this accreditation, and it helps us a lot with developing our relationship with friends and French-speaking countries. And many programs offered by the faculty are also accredited by European accreditation of engineering programs. We are very proud of being accepted as an institutional member of CIMAN Association. It was more or less 1 year ago. And right now we are preparing the new accreditation process for CIMAN, accreditation, CIMAN label. So please keep your fingers crossed, because within this year we will pass, and I will be very happy, very proud to announce probably next year the results of this accreditation process. As I said, numbers speak for themselves, but all this wouldn't have been possible without the active involvement of many people. From the very beginning, many people was involved in developing international relationships of our faculty, and one of person involved very much and in a very, very wide perspective. It was Dr. Małgorzata Miller, who was one of the person creating the faculty 30 years ago, actually. She started from the very beginning at the faculty level, and from the very beginning she was also not only responsible for the internationalization, but very much involved and giving her heart to students, to international partners, developing this relationship. So Małgosia, welcome to our session. Could you please tell us how it all started at the beginning?
Thank you very much, Dorota. I'm not going to talk about the numbers of students because you presented this and this is changing, but I'd like to present you some of my experience and some conclusions connected with the first student exchange. Because when we started to exchange students with our partners, with our foreign partners, the students were very much afraid how they will survive. And I was also afraid because it was the stereotype that everything what is Polish is worse, but everything what is foreign is much better. That's why we were afraid. But after 1 year, because for the first time we sent students in Tempus project for 1 year, to 6 or 7 universities in Europe, they return as a completely different people. The 1 year abroad, studying with another nationalities, give them very special feelings. I'd like to say that they return very mature, they return very independent. And it was nice to see how much responsible they are. Of course, they get very good knowledge, but it was very special because the personality changed a lot. The personality changed a lot, and we had the chance to see it here, but also when they started to enter the companies to get the internship or to start working in the companies told us that they are excellent, they prepare excellent presentation, and they are very, very good in interview. That's why it was result of being studying abroad in different universities. And also we got many letters from different universities. For example, from Birmingham was one teacher who said, I have never had so good students as your students are. And after years, I can say that our students became the ambassadors. The ambassadors because of very good relation at the university when they stay 1 year on 1 semester, and every good result of their work, involvement and the language knowledge. Many universities decided to start more close cooperation with us. because they understand Polish students are very good. Polish students are very well prepared, are very good. That's why we can do something more. And this was the situation that we started close cooperation, as I said, not only student exchange, but we started teachers exchange. And teachers exchange, it was completely new experience for us, because the students were familiar with new teaching methods at foreign universities. For example, in Denmark, it was problem-based learning, and they returned so satisfied that after time we decided to introduce the same methods here, because the students said it's fantastic work. Yes, that's why we said, why not? We can do it as well. And close cooperation, it means the teachers used to come here for the lectures. One man from Great Britain was so satisfied that he used to come here before pandemia about 19 times, 19 years. He used to come here with lectures. And we organized conferences, many conferences with French universities, but not only with the industry in Łódź and so on. And it was very good start from more close cooperation. And example that I remember very well, it was École Supérieure de Commerce in Chambéry decided to invite our students to the meeting in Krzyżowa. Krzyżowa is a very special place. And they invited also HTW from Saarbrücken. And it was very good start for our cooperation. It was in 2004 when we became the member of European Union, and we had the chance to compare, the students had the chance to compare the behavior, because one more time it was stereotype. When we were listening to the French students, what did they know about Poland, about students in Poland and so on, we were very much surprised. But they were also very much surprised speaking with our students. And it was the very good beginning. Yes, sorry.
Yes, thank you very much, Małgosia, for sharing your experience. Thank you for being there from the very beginning, for setting up this culture, international culture at our faculty. And let us now see how it looks now. Sebastian, could you please, Dr. Sebastian Bakalarczyk, could you please introduce your guests?
Yes, thank you very much, Dorota. It's a huge pleasure to be here, to have so great people around the world. And I want to introduce my friends. I could say even I'm able to introduce my personal friends from different parts of the world. The first friend is from Portugal, Professor Elizabeth Pereira from the University of Aveiro. Please welcome me, Professor. The second friend is from Russia, from Russian Federation, Pavel Vladimirovich Pavlov from the Southern Federal University. He's the director of the Institute of the Management in Economic, Ecological and Social Systems. And also, if I have availability, there is my friend from Spain, from Universidad Politécnica de Valencia, from Valencia in Spain, Professor Cristobal Miralles Isa. Professor, are you still with us? Because you have turned off camera. And yes, my guests are coming from the different parts of the world, and of course, it's the great pleasure to have them here.
Okay, Sebastian, thank you very much. Sorry for interrupting, but before you start your discussion with your distinguished guests, let me announce the latest news from our Senate. Yes, I hope my slide is visible. Not yet. Yeah, not yet. Almost
yes,
done. Almost done. Yes. And let me announce that Professor Pavel Pavlov from the Institute of Management in Economics, Ecological and Social Systems was awarded with our Medal of Merit. Congratulations, Professor Pavlov. It is signed by the rector, so bravo for Professor.
Huge applause for my friend from Southern Federal University.
Yes, so we are not allowed, well, especially because of pandemic situation, we cannot give you award you in person, but we hope as soon as pandemic will end, you will visit our university, and our rector will be able to award you this medal personally. Once again, congratulations, Professor Pawlow. And now I give the floor to Sebastian. Sorry for interrupting.
No, don't worry. You know, how was hard to me was to do not tell the information from the 27th of January when the Senate described his nomination. And of course, it was great honor for us to have the colleague friend from Rostov-on-Don with the bunch of the meritorious for the Łódź University of Technology. Once again, Professor. And because we have the lady with us, Professor, let me to start with the first question, which is going to Professor Elizabeth Pereira. We know with Professor quite well, very long time, and we started with our project. Professor, the stage is yours. Please tell us some words about cooperation on the level of projects actually we do between us, between universities.
So first of all, I want to thank you the invitation to be here today with you, and to give you the congratulations for the 30th anniversary. That is really something special for a university that or for a faculty that in 30 years have so acquired many competences and have so merit, as we saw it before, and so the proof of that is that we have many projects in common. So we started for Harvard summer schools in the beginning of the decade of the 21st century. And we start for that international projects in summer schools in Portugal, in Latvia, in Poland too, and in Greece. And after that, we decided to apply for joint projects, and we participate in many. We have been participating in many international projects. Many of them were so successfully, the applications were successfully so submitted, and we have so funding for that. But many other projects we submitted in partnership and were so experiences. Some of them had excellent as a result, but we were not funding. The one that we are participating more nearly, it starts with the Europe Home project. That was a project that in the 2017. That was a project related with skills of the graduate school, the graduate students, but developed for the high education institutions. That was led for the university, in this case, the University of Alcalá de Henares in Spain, but where we were so close partners, and we developed some international conferences within these projects.
Yes, perfect, Elizabeth. Unfortunately, the time is limited.
So let me just say that we have in this moment 5 projects in common, and they are so related for the future. And for sure that we are going to do many things related to that, especially with the reality, augmented and virtual reality.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much for the short description about projects we do. And the project you mentioned, the Europe Home, because Europe is our home, was connecting me with Professor Cristobal Miralles Isa. Professor, are you with us? Could you connect yourself and please turn on camera if it's possible?
I have connected.
Perfect. Yes. Now,
right.
Yes, you are not visible. You have to turn on your camera if possible.
Yes.
I am not visible. I should.
Yes.
Yes, you are visible now.
Okay.
Please tell us what was happened with the Europe Home and Google.
It was, I mean, I am here due to Google. I mean, simply I was coming to Woods by other reasons, and Google is so smart that knew that Chris was in Woods in these specific days. And in these specific days, as Google knows that I am supposed to be an academic, he suggested me that there was an event organized by a kind called Sebastian
Yes.
and Malgorzata, and then I said, well, and it was a really, really kind atmosphere. I mean, also they invited the people to join them. So I said, okay, I will join them. And then it was really the occasion to meet such nice people, such professional guys, and in which, by the way, Destiny wanted that I am there almost I don't know, yearly, every year until COVID arrived, of course. And it's a real pleasure. I have had the opportunity to invite here, I think twice, Sebastian to Valencia. I have gone there 2 or 3 times more, also with interaction with the students, with exchange of participations, in both sides, and in my side, which is, I mean, talking about the university I have had the opportunity to know. It has been fantastic experience, both with the university itself and the students' atmosphere, which is really, congratulations. You've done a good work, really proactive, really innovative, and very nice.
Yes, thank you very much, Chris, because I can call him Chris, because Professor Miralles, of course, was invited by us to have the regular lectures with our students. And we are smoothly moving to the third guest, Paweł Wladimirovich from the Southern Federal University, our nominated...
By the way, I'm sorry, Sebastian, just to interrupt. I'm in the middle of a lab sessions, but I couldn't.
Yes, I know, you could disconnect yourself, and I will connect you once again.
I have my students here. Later on, maybe you know them.
Yes, I know them. And, I will connect you once again. Thank you. And we are going smoothly to the Professor Paweł Wladimirovich Pawlov from the Southern Federal University. He's nominated to the bunch of the meritorious for the University of Łódź, and we are very proud to have the cooperation with you, Professor. And please combine areas mentioned by Professor Pereira and of course by Professor Miralles, because with SFED we have the cooperation on the level of the students, but also on the level of the science. The stage is yours, Professor. You have your 3 minutes.
Thank you, Professor Bakalarczyk. I am very proud to get the medal from Łódź University of Technology. I'm really proud, and it was a surprise for me. I will try to give you some gates of our cooperation with your faculty. We have started this cooperation 4 years ago. It was in April 2017, and I was invited by your rector as a visiting professor. In 2018, Professor Bakalarczyk had a visit in Russia as a visiting professor from Poland to our university. In 2019, the 12 students from Poland, from your university, from your faculty, visited Russia on production practice. And in the same year, in September of 2019, 12 students from our university from Russia were coming to Poland, and also had 2 weeks of production practice. In 2020 year, it was very successful year for our cooperation. At first, we have signed the double degree agreement with your faculty, with Dorota, with your vice rector. Now he's a rector of your university, and it was proud for me because in 2020, my personal friend Sebastian Bakalarczyk was graduated to the Doctor Honoris Causa, and Sebastian Bakalarczyk now is Doctor Honoris Causa of Southern Federal University. And we are from Russia, we are waiting the open of the borders because we want to visit your university, and I know that your students also want to visit our university. And it's really for me, I want to develop our cooperation between our universities. It's really proudly for me, and is our main purpose, the international cooperation also and exactly with University from Łódź. Thank you, Sebastian.
Yes, thank you very much. As you can see, only three my personal friends describe the situation, what is going on, because the time of the panel, of course, is limited. And we have the professor from Portugal, from Spain, and also from Russia. And we can see variety of different areas of the cooperations between the universities, between the faculties, in the field of science, because Professor Pavel Vladimirovich didn't mention about it, because we have also common papers, common monographs, and also we are cooperating on the level of the research. And next week we will have the round table between the universities when I'll be participating as well. With Professor Pereira, we know each other a lot of time. It was huge beginning with Latvia when we started with Riga summer school, and we met each other, and we are cooperating from this time till today. And I suppose our cooperation will flow even up to the infinity, as we can see. And with Professor Cristobal Miralles Insa, we have the cooperation on the level of the students. Of course, we exchange students between UPV and our TUL, and we try to cooperate on the development of the levels we have in our future. From my side and from my part, that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Dorota.
very much. Thank you very
my-
much, all the guests, for sharing your experiences. As you can see, our strategic partners are very much involved in many areas of our everyday activity. And as I mentioned before, we are also the leading faculty as far as the number of double degrees is concerned. And let us now move to the second part of our discussion devoted to the double degrees. Our students can get, within the time of studies, or within the same time of studies, they can get double degrees, 2 degrees. And today we are, very proud of having with us Camille Berge from... Yes, hello. From the business school, Excelia Group in La Rochelle, located in a beautiful place on the ocean board, but not only because of the location. This is my favorite business school we cooperate with. We cooperate for many, many years. So today we will share together our point of view. We have with us Professor Frank Ruckert from the University of Applied Sciences in Saarlandes from Germany, and also once again Professor Pavel Pavlov, who will share his experience, because you can see we have not only agreements with the European Union, but this double degree is also possible without this Erasmus Plus support. So it can be also done. And right now I'd like to ask Camille, could you please tell us how does it look from your perspective? What do you like? What added value you see in our cooperation?
Dzień dobry, everyone. From our perspective, there is really two main aspects to a double degree. First, for the students, because it's a proof of the internationalization of the resume, simply, of the students. And for the company, it's a very attractive aspect if they're looking for students with international background. It's also proof of the effort, because it's demanding for students to do a double degree, and it's very rewarding. So we really encourage our students to do that. And from our school perspective, well, we have the double degree with WUCZ since 2013, and it's a long-lasting cooperation, and we are very proud of it, and it's very close to my heart. And therefore, this double degree is simply the proof of a solid partnership, long-lasting relationship, and with the mutual approval of the curriculum, we built over the years a very big trust and a long-lasting understanding. And that's it.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. And yeah, that's true. We cooperate for a long time, and we have visited many times. We exchange not only students, but also academic staff. And this is a very, very good source for inspiration for the further development on both sides, I hope. Okay, and Professor Frank Ruckert, are you with us? We cannot see you. I cannot see you actually, but I hope you are with us. And Professor Ruckert, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great. So
And
Professor Ruckert from the University of Applied Sciences from London prepared a presentation. So Professor, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Dorota, and hello, friends from Saarbrücken. I have prepared some slides, but I will be fast and just show you a few pictures about us. Yeah, but before I start, I want to also thank Margotha Miller. I remember her from my last visit to Butch, and it was really, she helped me a lot. Yeah, maybe you know the story. So can you switch to the next slide?
Yes, sure.
Okay, so, okay, I thought a small introduction, but I keep it really, really fast. Yeah, we are here in a post-mining region. We have a lot of post-mining industry, and we are the smallest country of Germany. And we say all the big things come from the little. Yeah, so we are the smallest country. We have the smallest schools, but yeah, I hope we are really innovative. Yeah, and maybe switch to the next slide, Dorota. Yeah, I just sampled. It's a I like very much keeping up the Erasmus Plus. I like very much traveling. I was several times in Butch. We had a close relationship. We have really good cooperation and partnership to also to Christoph Joschwig with the wind tunnel. We hosted a lot of students from your side, and we always try to get with some startups and companies in contact, because I know your students, they are really clever, they really like to do something, and our philosophy is always we try to work together with them. Yeah, we try to work in the wind industry, or we have a lot business in fish farming, and I think this really good fits together. So I have yeah, that's it. And I think you can see some pictures, and my big wish is that if this pandemic is over, we can travel again, and we are waiting to visit you. We're waiting to visit you in autumn, and hopefully we can do it in the same way we did it in the past. Okay, maybe switch to the next slide. And I always try, I know some Russian, I know some languages, but I always try to learn Polish, but it's so difficult. I'm sorry, I can't read it. But I'm looking really much forward for the next 30 years to collaborate with you.
Thank you very much, Professor Ruckert. It's true. Right now we are running together and also with the University of Aveiro, very important Erasmus Plus partnership, strategic partnership. It is so-called the CLOSE project. And we really do hope to meet in person in Germany in September, as we agreed last time. Yeah.
Hopefully the pandemic will be over soon.
Would be great. And Professor Pavlov, how does it look from the perspective of Russian students? I mean, is there any added value for them to come to Poland and to get this, second degree of a Polish university?
Thank you, Dorota. Thank you for your presentation of our double degree agreement, because it was a long way to sign this document. And our students want to get your diploma. I don't know about the motivated of Polish students for getting a Russian diploma, but our students want to do it. Because for Russian students, it's a new way for the working outside from Russia, working in Europe, because the diploma of Lutz University, it's a very good diploma and very good start for the career outside from Russia. And I know that some new ways of our cooperation we want to do. We have started the outside lessons, online lessons with your students and with our students. It's also the good way for our cooperation. And as I said previously, we are really waiting the open of the borders. We are really waiting the finishing of this COVID-19 pandemic, and we want to do the new things with your university, without politics, without business, only science and education. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Pavlov. We are looking forward to cooperate more closely. It's already done because there is academic exchange, student exchange, but we do hope to also to set up some common projects, academic projects and educational projects with you. Thank you very much for your participation. And now, well, let's check how does it look from the student perspective. Let me introduce Dr. Dagna Siuda, who is responsible for, as a faculty Erasmus Plus coordinator for supporting students, ingoing students, outgoing students. So Dagna, could you please introduce your guests and show us student perspective in this field?
Okay, thank you, Dorota, for this introduction. It's my pleasure to be here with you as the person that sends our students on this adventure and also who welcomes the students from other countries to Poland. So today I have invited 3 students from different countries. So please welcome Karim Otrok from Lebanon, Edgar Moussel from France, and also Martin Walczak, who is our student from Poland, currently in Aveiro. So we will have this opportunity to see it from both perspectives. Why is it so important for students to go to the international exchange and their experience? So first, let me ask Karim, why have you chosen Poland and why have you chosen our university, our faculty? What was the key aspect here?
So hello everyone, thank you for inviting me to participate in this event. I would also like to congratulate the faculty on its 30th anniversary. So as a foreigner from Lebanon, I knew little about Poland, so it was the perfect opportunity for me to study abroad, to gain an enriching cultural experience, to discover vibrant cities, as well as to meet new people, all in the pursuit of self-development. Moreover, the reason why I chose to study at TUL, and in particular in this faculty, is because of the unique courses that the university offers, where I have been having the chance to learn firsthand from professionals and experts in my field of study, and because of the opportunity to establish contact with reputable companies and the ability to join programs like Erasmus Plus and IST, which involves gaining invaluable skills and improving career opportunities.
Okay, thank you. So if your friends were wondering whether to come to the Łódź University of Technology, what would you say to them?
So for all potential new incoming students coming to the university, I'd like to say to get ready to embark on a journey of a lifetime, where you'll gain a global perspective and feel ready to meet the challenge of the future as a person and as a leader, of course. Also, I would encourage them to put themselves out there and don't wait for the opportunity, but create it, talk to strangers, make friends, and definitely embrace challenges.
Okay, thank you, Karim, for your words. That's very important for the students who are still not really sure whether they would like to come to the exchange. So now let's move to Edgar from France, who is a double diploma degree student at our university. So why you have chosen our university? Why have you chosen Poland to develop a good time of your studies, to live here and to learn here?
Yeah, thank you very much. So several reasons for my venue to Polytechnica, actually. First of all, you need to know that in France, we're sometimes more looking for top-ranking universities. And I have to say IFE was the top university I could reach in Poland. And so that's how I came across basically IFE. Second is the long-term partnership between Arts et Métiers, so my engineering school in France, and Polytechnica. This partnership is lasting for a long time, and so I was sure that it was a strong partnership and I would learn a lot. And actually, that was true. The third part would be more connected with the city of Łódź, because I knew that it was a fast-paced environment and I would grow, let's say, in a good manner, and I would meet great people and, let's say, incoming companies. So, yeah, that was my main reasons for my venue in IFE.
Okay, thank you. That's nice to hear. And what would you say to your friends before deciding to come to Poland?
So absolutely no hesitation. You need to go for this journey for sure. This is, I would say, it's more than just an academic experience. It's a social experience. It's a full experience. This is something that you wouldn't expect. I mean, you can meet a lot of people over there. You can expect a lot of experiences, professional, social, academic, and so, yeah, basically no hesitation to have. And I already advised some of my friends to come to Polytechnica because it was an incredible experience for me.
Okay, great, thank you. That's good, Edgar. So now let's move to Martin, who is currently in Aveiro. And tell me, what studying abroad means to you? What are the benefits that you can already see of your trip abroad?
Hello, good morning. So basically, I think that studying abroad means personal development in several areas. First, the most important for me is possibility to see the world, experience a new country with incredible customs and activities, also see the new terrains or natural wonders. You know, I really love traveling, so for me it's something amazing that I can go to Porto, Lisbon or Algarve so easy, especially that going to Portugal was my dream, and right now I can really deeply discover this country. It's also a possibility to study in foreign language. During the mobility, you can really immerse itself in this language because I use English almost all the time, not only during the classes or breaks between them, but also while talking with my flatmates or at bars, while socializing with other Erasmus students. And it also, for me, means career opportunities. I know that I will not come back to Poland the same. I will return with new perspective, with improved language skills and willingness to learn more. I truly believe that those will make me more attractive to future employers because even the mobility itself make very interesting point in the CV. And those are three benefits, very important for me, but believe there is many, many more.
Okay, thank you. And if friends from our faculty were still not sure about whether to go to the foreign exchange, what would you say to them?
Do not hesitate. Because if you are thinking about going on Erasmus exchange, go one step forward, check the offer, talk with the mobility center. I know that you can feel fear, you can be scared or not sure about going abroad, but it's totally normal. And I really think that all of us Erasmus students have the same thoughts as well. So just believe in yourself, find the courage, make a decision and benefit from this opportunity. Remember that during the Erasmus, everyone will find itself. You can travel and discover beautiful places. You can party, you can meet new people and establish very strong relationship. You can also learn new languages, but also just mix a little bit of each. So this time abroad will teach you how to be independent and create opportunity to get to know yourself. You can also know better the culture of given country, customs or cuisine. Of course, I know that because of the pandemic, decision of going abroad became a lot harder. Also, the world is very unpredictable at the moment, but still it is possible to benefit from it, having the time of your life and meeting imposed measures at the same time. I have never regretted my decision of going on Erasmus during the pandemic, and what's more, I decided to extend it for one extra semester. And now I can really tell you that it was a great idea, and I really recommend you to take part in it as well. So just give yourself possibility to test, to check yourself, and have an adventure of your life.
Thank you very much, Martin. Thank you, Dagna. Thank you for sharing your perspective, your point of view. Unfortunately, time goes quickly. We need to go to the end of our session. But before we finish our session, I'd like to invite for a short while, the Dean of the Faculty, Professor Agnieszka Zakrzewska-Wielawska. Please join me on this beautiful canapé. And Professor, a lot of evidence was shown to prove the international activity of our faculty. I'd like to congratulate on this special occasion. This is from the side of the International Faculty of Engineering. But first of all, happy anniversary from, and go ahead, you can show as, okay. And yes, thank you very much for showing your cards. Edgar, we cannot see you. Okay, so once again, happy anniversary from, and please list the names of your universities. Starting with, yeah, Elizabeth, you are first. You're muted.
You have to unmute yourself, Elizabeth.
Happy anniversary from the University of Aveiro.
Thank you.
Here a little bit. And you, do you mind?
Yes, now, Professor, yes.
Please.
Okay, happy anniversary from Polytechnic University of Valencia.
Thank you. Professor Pavlov, you are next.
Yeah, thank you. Happy anniversary from all of the Russia and from south of Russia, from Rostov-on-Don and from Southern Federal University, except.
Thank you very much. And now,
From Russia with love.
Camille, are you with us, Camille Berg?
I'm with you guys. Can you see me?
And yeah, now, oh, beautiful. This is La Rochelle view, right?
Yes.
Thanks a lot. Beautiful. Thank you very much.
From Excelia.
Okay, Professor Frank Ruckert.
Yeah. You have to unmute yourself, Professor.
Yeah, it cannot be visible. I don't know why. So maybe we will move to, well, Pavel already shown. So students, have you prepared your cards, anniversary cards for the faculty? Martin Walczak, Edgar, and Karim, have you got your cards?
Yeah, here.
Okay, could you please show them quickly? At once, all of you. Oh, it's not working. So please send us your cards. And before we leave, so Professor, we have to be seated. So this is from IFE. Congratulations and all the best for the future development of the faculty. And thank you for leading in such, pandemic time. Thank you for leading us and thank you for developing this international aspect.
Thank you very much, and all of you, and I am really surprised. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you guys for participating in this session. Thank you for being with us, not only today, but on our everyday, activity. Thank you for supporting us and all the best for you, and see you. Thank you. Greetings from Poland. Bye.
Bye. See you. Thank you.
Bardzo dziękujemy za ciekawy panel dyskusyjny. Powiem Państwu szczerze, że ja się rozmarzyłam. Bardzo chętnie wyjechałabym na takiego Erasmusa, więc muszę jeszcze się poważnie nad tym zastanowić. Po jakże interesujących opiniach na nasz temat chcemy Państwa zaprosić na kolejny punkt programu, czyli obejrzenie filmowej relacji. Jak wygląda Wydział z perspektywy studenta? Zapraszam, czekają tam liczne wypowiedzi, które będziecie mogli zobaczyć na Facebooku i YouTubie. A tuż po niej, bez kontaktu ze studiem, zapraszam Państwa na filmowy spacer po laboratoriach Wydziału. Filmy zostały przygotowane przez pracowników i przedstawiają laboratorium IQL, laboratorium Lab Noise oraz pracownię mentoringu i coachingu. Zapraszam serdecznie, na Facebooku i na YouTubie mogą Państwo te filmiki zobaczyć.